All right, so for people who did not actually catch the run, my plan is to watch it back, see it with the chat because I didn't get to experience the chat during my run, and kind of talk about things that were going through my mind and whatnot. Any meal Wolsk has is a champion's meal. How you doing, E-Rock? But yeah, I'm a fan of the Komodo one's good. Komodo hype is pretty good. A lot of people are using that as their replacement, and I support it. Couldn't catch it at all. My monitor kept slipping through my fingers. Because of the duct tape, I get it. Is this the one that broke, or is this the actual working one? Now, does your timestamp link to the one where things went wrong? Or does it link like straight to the interview? Okay, yeah, it linked to the one that went wrong. Perfect.
We've got our save point loaded, and we're ready to go with that interview. Take it away, Spike, Vegeta, and Wolsk.
There's an always legacy run. Apparently so.
And welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021. Hope everyone is having a lovely night. I am Spike Vegeta, and I am joined now by ever-talented Wolsk. How you doing, my dude?
I'm great, because apparently I'm ever talented.
I have no idea. I just want to say this. I have no idea why the mic quality is that bad. Like, I truly don't. When I was watching it back, I was like, this is very strange to listen to. It sounds like it's clipping every single word. Hi, Zeke.
Which I didn't.
Oh yeah, just like so many I don't know. I think I made up a statement right there. Ever talented.
Spike and Wolsk is a funny juxtaposition. Yeah,
I'm sorry for
someone in the
that.
chat said we're like complete opposite pacing, and it's so true.
One of our next runners we got coming up going to be running I Wanna Be the Fangame. You excited for your run, my dude?
Absolutely. Considering I've been submitting this one randomly for years, no expectations, and getting it in is just still wild to me, even after months of knowing that it's been accepted.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit, because obviously the I Want to Be the Fan Games and, I Want to Be the Guy, Bosch, like all this series has been showcased many different times at GDQs in the past.
I love all the people coming about the wall.
What is it about this one specifically, I Want to Be the Fan Game, why you wanted to run this and showcase it at a GDQ?
Yeah, so I Want to Be the Guy is the original like the first game, and at this point there's like 10,000 plus fan games made, so it's not necessarily considered the first one, but it's like the first.
So to answer that one, Nins, oh, what's up, Imosua? What's up, dude? How you doing? Congrats on your run as well. You did a super good job. It was so entertaining. For people who didn't catch his run, he was the one right before mine, and I didn't even know the game, honestly, but just it was so much fun to watch. Really, really, really helped like kind of ease me in as well, because it seemed like you were having such a good time. Hi Poog, hi Glitch.
First one with like quality, with things that
Production value.
Look like brothers.
It like felt more similar to the original I Want to Be the Guy, and it got a lot of notoriety from that. But as a run, it's just one of the coolest fan game runs.
It is really funny
done
when someone comments about the Cave Story poster specifically, because every other one is just a weeb poster.
Game references in the same way that Bashi or I Want to Be the Guy would, that give people things to point out and be like, I know that.
For sure.
But
that's awesome.
Wrong moving pixel stuff.
Ooh, we're gonna see wrong moving without. Yeah, that actually kind of gets me into my next question, because I think a lot of people can. These games are obviously
100% on the fly. Never practiced it, but like you still had the idea and like told them ahead of time, because like they still had to swap the game and the cam rate. When you say it was on the fly, like was the idea something that you came up with like right before your run, where like, hey, can we do this? Or was it like you had the idea a while ago but just didn't really practice it? Couldn't keep up with the chat during my run. Me neither. Hi, Gab. Sure, why not?
Brutally difficult. They're 40, 50 hours to get through even some of the easier ones casually. I think a lot of people kind of write it off as, well, once you know what to do, it's probably just memorization.
For the record,
It's
40
not
to
that
50 hours
difficult.
is a lot.
You've gone beyond the casual experience. You've climbed its own mountain. What is the process like getting good at a game like this? How many actual like
I can
speedrun
find a
strats,
new
things you
waifu
wouldn't
on his
see
back
casually?
wall.
How much of that are we going to be seeing tonight?
Well, the thing I started out running because I
Never
found it
heard
the
of this
most fun
fan
was,
type game before.
100% on hard mode, because hard is like the quote unquote intended difficulty, but medium allows for more skips, and the content just like snaps through a lot faster. But the run itself is I guess there's not a ton of stuff that you skip out on.
We're mostly going to be seeing that super difficult level design.
Yeah, it's just like the bosses are heavy mashing. There's just some cool strats all throughout, scattered throughout. So just, I'll try my best to explain those because it'll just be firing through.
Oh my gosh, I have a lot of respect for runners. I felt like I was never very good at it, being able to explain as you're doing this extremely difficult stuff. And people who are good mashers, that is a technique
Polaroid.
all in its own. So you brought up a little bit earlier about some of those like super cool boss fights and references. Obviously you have stuff like the Mike Tyson fight from the original game, Sonic the Hedgehog fight we saw in Boshi. Do you have kind of a favorite boss fighter
Who is
reference
this guy?
within
He's
this
really
game?
handsome. There's Pico.
I would say probably my favorite fight is actually in the 100% run, so you won't get to see that, but like,
Okay.
who knows, maybe at some point in the future. But the final boss fight is definitely the coolest one in the game that will be shown off. So
Okay. All right. Oh, we're gonna leave it a little bit of a mystery.
It's so right. I didn't actually say what I was going to say before. Hold on. Swapping feeds was planned about an hour before the run, but the part where the commentator mentions the hacker's back and I continue to play was never practiced. It's great. It was like perfect. Hi, Polaroid. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm like so happy with how it turned out. But what I was going to say is, yes, we were told the questions ahead of time, kind of. One thing that like really threw me off, hi Ame, was the one question that I like take a while to answer is because he went through the different questions that he wanted to ask, but the way he was wording that one when he actually asked it was like completely different to how it sounded when he first said it. So I was like completely thrown off and I wasn't sure how to answer the question, so I'm not even sure that I did answer the question. And that's why I was like taking so long, is because I was like, what do I say?
All right, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, Piku got owned.
Make sure y'all check it out tonight. It's only, I believe the estimate's about 27 minutes. Something that would take me like 40, 50 hours. You're gonna be in about half an hour or less, or your pizza's free. And that kind of references me into one more. I talked about how it'd take me 40, 50 hours.
But yeah, that part right
There
there
are a
saying the
lot of
final boss
gamers
was the
out there, I
coolest
bet
part
you would
is
like
like,
to play this. People are used to, Super
Man, I
Meat
was so
Boy,
glad I had that
Celeste,
opportunity.
Sony super difficult platformers.
couldn't
Do
answer it
you
on the fly
have
without repeating
a
yourself.
recommendation
Same.
for maybe a really good first one to maybe ease us into something that's still going to destroy us, obviously, but maybe the first one to start with?
yeah, so could I plug some website, because there's a site that has like tons of beginner games listed. Actually.
Oh, for sure, yeah, let's go for it.
All right, so this is a site made by Patrick in the community. It's fangam.es, so it's Fangame.
Hi, Tidget.
With a dot before
Thanks.
the
I will
S
have fun.
/
Enjoy your
beginner.
busyness.
And that's just like a
Nice to see you.
huge list of beginner fan games. So
You're wonderful.
like you can see all the different genres. Like there's tons of different genres for fan games, and I mean there's hundreds, if not thousands, of makers. Again, tens of thousands
Loves
of games.
Spike's
so
face, and he isn't quite
through.
sure if you're about to plug your own shit.
So
Yeah.
that's a good curated list that gets updated every so often.
I might have to go check out that website right after this interview. That's awesome to hear, Wolsk, because, yeah, I think there's a lot of people that it's very easy to get intimidated by this series. So see that as an avenue you could go down to find some little more beginner friendly. That's super cool. Wolsk, thank you so much for joining me. I am looking forward to your run. You're going to kill it. Of I Want to Be the Fan Game, any percent medium, coming up for you guys in just a little bit. Wolsk, have a good day. I'm going to send it right back up to the front. See you, everybody.
Have a good one.
All right. Yeah, Tidget is the maker. I lost my thumbs, though. This game is awesome. Never knew it existed until you ran it. Thank you very much for showing off your skills. Keep doing what you do best, brother, and hope you have a great night. Dude, thank you so much. I'm glad that it was entertaining, especially for people who did not even know of the game and had not seen it before. Because, I mean, that is ultimately the goal with the run, is to try to bring new people in. So, thank you for the words. I appreciate it. That was really what I wanted from the run. If only a couple people did it, it's still like a success as far as I'm concerned. Gladys Incentive and Final Boss for me felt like waiting for a huge punch slide. Yeah, for sure. Hi, Dark Angel. Hi, Gear.
It's joke.
I hope she sees this, bro. Hi, Rasik. Hi, Nasu. Thanks for the host. So yeah, the first thing is
turrets in this game deal.
Hey, there he is. It's the man of the hour.
Hard. It will.
All right, unfortunately,
I went a little bit too far back. That's the run I was saying to
joined
watch.
now by ever talented.
So this is.
I don't know what that means.
Wanted to
I'm
watch the
sorry
first
for
one.
that. But anyways, yeah, we're here to talk. One of our next runners we got coming up, going to be running I Wanna Be the Fan Game. You excited for your run, my dude?
Absolutely. Considering I've been submitting this one randomly for years.
Oh yeah, side note. Like when I was doing the call in Discord, the camera wasn't cropped in like it is now. You can see this is how it is like on my actual stream. Like it's cropped in more. But the actual full thing, you'd be able to like see the wall off to the side on both sides just a tiny bit because of no cropping. So it was looking like that in Discord, and I commented about that. So I'm like super happy to see that they cropped it in, so it didn't have like weird awkward white space on the left and right, just a bit of it. So I commented about that, and I'm glad they actually did something. So it's super appreciated. How long of a heads up did you get before you were live on the GDQ channel? All right, I'll talk about that once the run starts, because there's a fun story with that one. New fan gamer in the family because of it, so thanks for providing motivation for them to join the Jedi. What's up, title screen? I'm glad you have a new fan gamer in the family. I also saw your donation message.
No
Much appreciated.
expectations, and getting it in is just still wild to me, even after months of knowing that it's been accepted.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit, because obviously the I Want to Be the
Nice
Fan
Marissa
games,
poster.
And, I Want to Be the Guy, Bosch.
He's
all
so
this series
excited.
has been showcased many different times at GDQs in the past. So for you personally, what is it about this one specifically, I Want to Be the Fan Game, why you wanted to run this and showcase it at a GDQ?
Yeah, so I Want to Be the Guy is the
Spike
original,
reminds me of Guy
first
Fieri.
game, and at this point there's like 10,000 plus fan games made. So this
So, what I want to say about this, and like, what I really want to say about this is like the entire thing just fucking died right there. And it was like before this, I was still pretty nervous for my run. And then when that happened, I was like, all right. This is like, I could not have had a better intro to my run to like calm me down and feel more comfortable, because like, holy shit, the interview already went wrong by just dying in the middle. Like, just that alone helped me so much with like feeling ready for the run. And the chat just like spamming Fs. People messaging to me be like, got the yeah, fucking up makes me less nervous. Oh yeah, GDQ chat's great. Like, it's so much better now that it's sub-only mode, honestly. Like, I know that's a heavily controversial opinion for some people. But I like the chat so much more now that it's sub-only mode. Yeah, exactly. It lowers the expectations. And like you already have something memorable in some way right there. Interview not found. I even in Discord I commented about like I guess my interview is too bad. And they were like, I'm sorry, we're trying to fix it. Now that hell levels are in main game and not a separate executable, you can do 100% hell crash ending. Not so sure I want to. I've beaten hell twice, and both times I was like, man, this really is my least favorite part of the game. Oh yeah, I mean, it had its charm to it, Grizz, but like I can't say I liked it more. Like, it had its charm in that it would just be a non-stop spammy mess, but like if you want that, go to fucking Forsen's chat. So everyone being like, come on, bring back the interview. And then people actually thinking that the interviews aren't pre-recorded, so they they were like upset that it was the same words again. Some people actually thought we were just repeating things the same way. Like, bro. Like being able to see every reaction so that removing them kind of kills it a bit. I somewhat agree, but like also, I don't know. I just think the chat is
Hey everyone, T-Tree here.
active enough without it.
You know, I said I Want to Be the Fan Game is a technically complex game, and that you really wanted to see the mechanical execution here. I did not know the same was possible. The same was going to happen for the I Want to Be the Fan Game interview, but we've got our save point loaded, and we're ready to go with that interview. Take it away, Spike, Vegeta, and Wolsk.
All right, so I wanna quickly like go to the question that I was going to talk about.
Like getting good at a game like brutally difficult. Ooh, we're gonna see wrong movie without you.
Original, I want to be the guy. It's like, I know that.
I think a lot of people can.
All right, so I think it was
these
this
games
one.
Are obviously brutally difficult. They're 40, 50 hours to get through even some of the easier ones casually. I think a lot of people kind of write it off as, well, once you know what to do, it's probably just memorization. It's not that difficult.
So right there, stopping right there, that was the original question he asked. Is that what it's like? Is it just memorization? Like once you've played it before, you're already like basically good to go with the run, because you have the knowledge of things that are in it and how to get through just by having played it once. That was where the question he told me he was going to ask ended. So then when it kept going, I was like, wait, what is he asking?
You've gone beyond the casual experience. You've climbed its own mountain. What is the process like getting good at a game like this? How many actual like speedrun strats, things you wouldn't see casually? How much of that are we going to be seeing tonight?
So this was where I got confused. Like he still basically asked the question, but like he also changed it a bit, and I just got confused. Hi Bogan, hi AJ. Hi Sammy. Yeah, it's like kind of like two questions in how he asked it. Had this look on my face like, what the fuck are you saying? Well, alright, so watch Spike's face as I try to answer it as well. Because this is what made me realize I'm probably answering it wrong.
Because I found it the most fun was 100% on hard mode, because hard is like the quote-unquote intended difficulty, but medium allows for more skips, and the content just like snaps through a lot faster. But the run itself is I guess there's not a ton of stuff that you skip out on.
We're mostly going to be seeing that super difficult level design.
Yeah, it's just like the bosses are heavy mashing. There's
God.
just some cool strats all throughout.
So
scattered.
like I could clearly tell as I was answering it, I'm like, I don't think this is answered right, but I don't know what I'm supposed to say. So it was like such a scuffed fucking question in the interview. Yeah, he's like judging me. So yeah, that's what I have to say about the interview. Let's just go forward to the run.
And I want
'Cause I think the rest
80,000.
went well.
Thank you to get those donations in. The GLaDOS incentive is at, hold on, let me get my calculator out.
Yeah, I kind of half answered both.
82% of the way there. Well, 81.5, but we round those, and you can check my math on that, chat. $20,350 out of $25,000. Thank you to Let's Get That GLaDOS Fight In, who sends in
Oh, is this Parsnip?
$250 to get us there and says, fan games are terrible in all the best ways. Good luck to Wolsk.
No, that one
and
wasn't.
Let's get that
But
GLaDOS
Parsnip
Fight
did get
in
one
there.
in here before the run.
And $150 from NES Jumpman, who says, I want to be the Wolsk. Why? Because he is categorically
That was
one
Mole.
of the best I want to be the guy
Neat.
streamers out there. And now, exciting 20xd6 action. I want to be the fan game.
So, now, the start of this run, I need to explain what happens here, because apparently people were showing me posts from 4chan of people commenting about the run, which fuck 4chan for the record. But one of the things that people said is that I'm a Reddit user, and I was like, what does that mean? When did I ever mention Reddit? All right. Hi, Katsy. So, just listen to this start.
That's me, I think.
Oh, you put it on Reddit?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I didn't hear him say that. And that wasn't me responding to him. That was me responding to Railcoon, whose mic couldn't be picked up on the stream and was doing the countdown. And Railcoon and him were talking at the same time. So, what happened there was Railcoon said, all right, you're live. And I was like, oh, that's me. I'm live. But but T mentioned something about Reddit, and I don't even fucking know what it was at the same time. So they think I'm a Reddit user. Like, it's so... I don't even understand. So that was the start. Like, I got a proper countdown, and I was ready to go. But then I, like, still had to capture the game because I was moved into the channel, and I was working on trying to capture it so that T could see it in the actual stream. And I was talking to Railcoon, who couldn't be heard, while T-Tree was saying something that seemed like it was to Railcoon, if I recall correctly, but I don't know what it was about. So, like, what a mess. Yeah, exactly, Emo. It's like 5 seconds, dude. So that's why, like, I was trying to get it ready, and they're like, "You're live. Are you good?" I'm like, yeah, I have to capture it.
Oh,
What's up?
Like this start.
Yeah, I know. I just need to share my screen so you can see.
There you go. You can hear right there. That's Railcoon talking to me without being picked up. So again, that's saying you're live right now. And it's like, I know, this is important. This has to be done. So Railcoon was silent the whole time.
See it real quick. There you go. Perfect. All right. Well, hi everyone. Welcome. Welcome to what is going to soon be my speedrun.
All right, if I were to choose between Reddit and 4chan, I would choose Reddit. That's my official stance on the matter. But man, that's like choosing between two piles of trash. One that's like 1 day less old.
Of I want to be the fan game, any % on medium mode. You can see the title screen has a few different links to check out. The intro will give you just more knowledge about this if you don't know what they are. delicious fruit is the database of all the fan
That's
games.
the guy in that interview.
And that's the main thing. Before we start, I just want to give a important shout out to Jess, aka Tidget, aka the maker of I Want to Be the Fan Game originally, who I messaged after. She probably hasn't seen the game or like touched it really for maybe like 10, 11 years. But I
was hoping you'd be
asked
wearing the
if
same
she would
shirt to keep the illusion up. So this comment right here, this was actually something that I wanted to make a joke about. Like, if I had had a bit more time to actually get it prepared, and once I was ready, I was going to like comment about how I made a really quick clothing change, but like I didn't have enough time to even do that, to like think about it. Because yeah, I was definitely going to comment about that because I wanted to make sure I had my GDQ shirt on for the actual run. So I wore a completely different one for the actual interview.
be able to add a death counter. So I will be donating $1 per death. And deaths will
Hatsune
actually count
Catbag.
restarts as well, not just deaths. So if you want to join in, just expect that it will probably be a minimum of 50 total. So just know that going into it, but that's the fun game that you have to do with fan games. It's kind of
Hope
required.
she sees this, bro. Yeah, there it is, Piku.
All right.
Honestly, good time. Chat, if you would keep this man honest, I am counting on all of you. Make sure that number is exactly what it should be.
Muckworm, thanks for the raid. What's up? Hi, Sportaflop, Maxi, Mr. Butter. How'd the run go? It was amazing. I'm still thrilled with how it went. We're watching it back now. It like hasn't even started yet, so you got here like just in time. We've been talking about things before the run for the past like 25 minutes. The interview and the stuff before it actually starts. So we're going to start the run soon. Have GDQ chat open or close, had it closed to stay calm. So normally for marathons, I just keep it open and just like don't acknowledge it just so I can kind of feel the reactions out. But because I had the idea of having the applause, essentially, I had that idea months before my actual run. Hold on, I'll actually like continue that thought in a second. Hope your stream was good, Muck. What were you playing? And Grizz, thank you for the gifted sub to Imosua. What's the right way to pronounce that, by the way? I feel like I'm getting it wrong. Welcome back to the cat. Welcome to the cat bag, not back to the cat bag. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you, Grizz. You like Wolsk and also like the time spinners run, so it only makes sense. Yeah, it's great. Cuphead hitless runs, damn son. Well, I hope it was a good time. Here, well, hold on. We'll keep this playing because I do bring it up beforehand.
We'll show it at the end regardless, but you know, if you wanna judge me anyway, we can see how close you are. All right, you good to go? Let's do this. All right, and T will also have a special place in this run. All right, 3, 2, 1, begin. Cool, now we can pause. Hi, Swish. Hi, Weremy. Stole my Santa hat again. I was honestly considering like giving her a Santa hat for the just for fun. Like either at a tier 2 or a tier 3 just so you could use that whenever you want to. So yeah, basically months before the run, I had the idea because I was like, this is an online marathon, but like one of the best things about GDQs is the chat interaction, like the audience interaction, you know? And I wanted to hide the chat from myself because I didn't want it to stress me out. So a combination of that and feeling like I would feed more off of some sort of crowd energy, that's what made me think having like applause or like laughter or something, just canned sound effects would actually be really fun. But I also didn't want to do it because if I were the only one doing it, because I'm a solo commentator, it's kind of like
you don't want to be doing it for yourself because it just feels stupid that way, right? So if I'm the one who, like, I do something impressive and I'm like, K for clap, then I don't want to, like it just feels weirder that way. So, yeah, applauding yourself is weird. So before my run, like about 10, 12 hours before my run, T messaged me and was like, hey, what's your hashtag? What are things you want me to keep an eye out for? Is there anything special about your run? I said, like, I told all the things, and I was like, so I'm not having a commentator. So he was asking if he needed to be a hype man or if he would just sit back and read donations and let me and my commentators handle that. And I said, I don't have any commentators because I wanted to try to do that by myself. But I did have an idea. He was like, oh? So I said, all right, so what if you had a canned audience clapping sound effect and you could just, like, play it whenever? He was like, well, I'm not sure how the audio routing would work. So I said, well, you could just play it through the mic, I think. I think that would probably be enough. So he just had it on his phone and would play it through his mic every so often. And the fact that it was him doing it and me, like, constantly forgetting that it was even a thing. Yeah, that's exactly why it sounded like that, is because actually routing the audio would be so complicated, and I don't think the effect would be even better. I think it might even ended up being, like, a little worse that way. So it sounded like a toilet flush. Gura Shark hoodie. Shoutouts to Fishhook, they got it. Where'd you get that Top Gun hat? Google. They can't hear me, but I'm answering them anyway. Oh yeah, it seriously cracked me up every time. It's just so funny. So, like, I told him that, and he was like, I think I could make that work. So what I had to do, and the reason I was in Discord like an hour before, like I believe Piku mentioned, is I was, like, for a good while I was trying to set up my Discord server or my Discord account, because you can't. All right, let's go back a little bit. So the way you have to route your audio for GDQ, there's a lot to talk about that's completely unrelated to the fucking run. So we're just gonna try. Hi, Lou. Solid data route audio for this event properly. Yeah, so, like, the whole setup stuff, it's let me quickly. Oh, I don't. Right, this is Windows 10. So Windows 7 would have, they have like a standalone version of OBS that has things already set up, and you just need to you just need to have a scene for your webcam and a scene for your game, and there's like different sized game and webcam things, and then you go to another scene and it just collects those and puts them together into one scene, and that's what GDQ captures, which is, like, great. And I feel like we kind of need to do something like that for Fangame Marathon if we possibly can, because, like, holy shit. Wow, my mouth is dry. So, they also want you to set up audio where game audio is coming through, like, the left channel, mic audio is coming through the right channel, so that way they can control them completely separately, which might actually be why my audio quality sounds so compressed and weird, is because it's condensing it into one rather than sounding like the mic is supposed to. Because, like, I'm sure you can hear right now, my mic coming through on this stream, my stream, is, like, miles better than it came through on the GDQ stream. So what they wanted everyone to do, if possible, for Discord stuff is use Voice Meter, which allows you to route audio. So I could, like, put Discord in Voice Meter and hear it, but not have it come through the stream, and then Voice Meter is captured in OBS, so you guys would only hear the stuff that it wants you to hear. But voice meter I used at one point in the past, and A, I hated it. B, it adds extra audio delay, which I didn't want. And C, it just didn't work on Windows 7, which is what I run the game on. So I attempted it. It like moderately broke my audio for a good bit before I figured out how to fix that. And then I said, okay, cool, not doing that. So instead, I used my laptop, logged in there, had earbuds, which you can maybe see a cord hanging down there. There's a cable hanging down that goes all the way over here to my laptop. Is that why audio kept desyncing during practice? It could be, yeah. Because like it does add extra delay. There was someone else, I believe it was Bullets, the one doing BPM. He said like he couldn't really use voice meter because he needed to have the audio cues and it was making things delayed. Because it's like an audio-based game. So I was instead running earbuds to my laptop to hear the donation stuff in one ear and the game in my other ear, which A, was really confusing. But also they had to deal with the fact that they were listening to my laptop mic for audio, which I like apologized for. And they said, oh, trust me, that's far from the worst mic we have in the marathon. So they were listening with my laptop. Just used your phone. It wouldn't have been like any different though. So like it would just be the cord would be closer because I could just have it in my phone. But like no, so I'm using my fancy mic for the run, but I'm using my laptop mic for Discord, so that the runner or the so that T-Tree can hear me. Also, I run Windows 7 because A, less input delay, B, I can run in 1280 by 720 and have it upscale and look still fine because otherwise it's really small. So that's the reasons. How you doing, Ferb? And thank you, dude. I'm like pumped about my run. I hope you had a wonderful run. I was like completely dead, but I saw some of it. I hope it was a good time. Don't even get to hear your gameplay with your setup. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, voice meter banana is the one that they said to use, and they like had a full setup for how to do it, and like I said, mine just didn't work. Like the things that they were saying to do didn't even have options. So yeah, I had my mic going through my laptop, but then because T-Tree was going to do the applause thing, he said it might be better if I can see your screen capture on Discord, so that way I can have like a more immediate thing rather than having to wait until I see it on the stream. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's probably true. So I couldn't log in on my laptop, listen in there, and then click in on my desktop, and then screen capture there, but not hear anything, because it would just, when you go into one, it cancels out the other, and it would just go back and forth. So I had to make a second Discord account. So there was a Wolsk and a Wolsk 2 in the voice channel. Wolsk 2 being on my laptop so I could hear the call. Wolsk 1, my main account, being on my desktop for just screen sharing and completely deafened. So, there, now we're caught up. That's how I was doing it. Sounds awful. It took a bit of time. Not as great as K2, but honestly, with this month went better than expected. Yeah, you've had a rough month, dude. I hope you start feeling a bit better. Hi, Josh. Hi, Ironman. Link to when my part starts. If you want the interview, whoa. If you want the interview, then it's, actually, hold on. In my Discord server, there's just a pinned message. There you go. There's the full message. Courtesy of Nal. But we're about to start the run right here, so we can watch. Got lucky because the 2 PC setup can just tell the other PC, hey, do that, and my mic go the other way to get rid of Discord. So I use a 2 PC setup, but it's like way not something that would even help for this, unfortunately. Yeah, commentator setup seems like so easy. I believe it's the first interview, Josh. But cool. Now that we're caught up, now you know my audio setup. You know why I did the applause thing. You know what happened with the interview. You know how it like calmed me down. Now we can probably like watch the run. There will probably be less pausing. All right, good to go. Let's go.
Fangame, as I previously mentioned. So this run is going to kind of go rapid fire. I'm going to try my best to explain things as I go through because there's a lot to keep track of. And while this run might not be like as ridiculously insane as you may be used to seeing from Bashi, for example, we can just stand on a spike there and keep running through, which is not something that you would normally be able to do. That specific spike, for some reason, you can stand on. So there's already a bunch of deaths because that strat's actually really hard. And now we're going to do it again, which is great because it's all
Oh man,
for
you already
charity.
got the people counting deaths in chat.
There we go. All right, so we're into Pac-Man, and this is a great opportunity
Chat
to
went
start
nuts whenever you
actually
died. Yeah, apparently
trying
so.
to explain things and get some shout-outs because there is not a lot that happens in this. It's mostly waiting because this is the same.
Well, that's
every
because the
single
first jump's the
time
hard one now.
that we
The
do
last
it.
jump's not that hard. First
So,
jump's hard.
First thing, Imosua, thank you for the previous run. That was great. So it was a solid lead-in. If you guys didn't see that, strongly recommended. Dude flexing on the run as well. Koala is also someone I need to give a shout out to.
Keyboard
he is
ASMR.
basically the record holder in essentially every single category. He's an incredible Japanese player.
Looks like a friend of mine. Even the
And,
keyboard sounds the same.
A lot of the strats that you'll see in this were things that I've picked up from watching his runs. So we're going to go into a Pokemon area here. I'm sure you'll recognize a lot of games as we go through. We're going to do a skip there, and now we're fighting our first boss, which, as mentioned previously, there's a lot of mashing in this game on the boss fights. So we are going to
Koala's a legend.
pray that we get that attack, as a matter of fact, which is good because we got good RNG. And if we do this perfectly, we should be able to kill all of the bosses before they're even able to attack.
Yeah, this boss went incredibly.
Minus the fifth one, which is the hard one.
That was weird. That was weird. That was fucking weird. It's almost like you're the same person. What happened? I was just going to comment about the fact that the RNG was good minus the last, like, minus Mew in this, but I said minus at the exact same time as I did in the run for something completely different. That's ridiculous. Alright.
Side note, Pikachu doesn't even do anything. Alright.
See how that
Not
tech
great RNG.
is not the one you want to see.
Well
But
done, dude.
that's good enough.
Wow.
So we're going to destroy this Pokeball. Wow, my mashing's actually pretty solid right now. I like it. I like it. So our goal is to grab 3 different colored keys. that is T's role in this run. Is I feel like GDQ online is missing some sort of audience interaction. So we've got canned applause sound effects, which is very important. So feel free to join in for that. Oh, all right. So if you take a look, you can see what I was trying to do.
Yeah, Teacher was a great host. He did such a good job. Theo, thank you so much for the resub, dude. A whole year. Holy heck. Bro, thank you, dude, very much. Welcome back to the Cat Bagginger emotes. And thank you. I'm like so happy with how the run went. Thank you, dude. I hope you are well. Yeah, T-Tree was just a really good host. Clap.
You do there, if you look at the kid's face, he shifts between looking really stupid or having no eyes. Just keep an eye on this screen real quick, and now that screen is gone. So what we did right there is I was using that platform to give myself half of an align, which aligns are basically when you touch a wall, you can get closer to certain blocks like I did right there, to fall past things and skip a bunch. So by doing a half align, that means that essentially I'm standing on half a pixel and my hitbox is smaller than it should normally be. And that allows me to clip in between two different warps and just completely skip, I believe, 5 screens approximately doing that. So pretty fun stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. That was like a really good explanation for how short that was. That was like really good. Like that's probably better than I could explain it now if I try again. I love how narcissistic this is. Yep, that's definitely what it is. Hi, Inluth. Oh yeah, the interview crashing was so good. Just chat like if I had no idea what you were doing, it makes it more fun. Yeah, spamming question marks, I saw that one. Yeah, the save didn't go particularly well now, but at least right after it did. Can I repeat it? Yeah, I can repeat it.
Stand, keep an eye on this. See what I was doing real quick? And kid's face. He shifts between looking really stupid or having no eyes.
Sandwich
just keep an eye on
angles.
this screen real quick, and now that screen is gone. So what we did right there is I was using that platform to give myself half of an align, which aligns are basically when you touch a wall, you can get closer to certain blocks like I did right there, to fall past things and skip a bunch. So by doing a half align, that means that essentially I'm standing on half a pixel and my hitbox is smaller than it should normally be. And that allows me to clip in between two different warps and just completely skip, I believe, 5 screens approximately doing that.
I'm genuinely impressed. Like, that's not just explaining a lines. Like, I could explain a lines very quickly. That's explaining a lines, HFPI, and wrong warping in fucking 30 seconds. That's hard. Wow. So now it shrinks your hitbox. Like what the thing is doing is it shrinks your hitbox every other frame essentially, but it is because you're in between 2 pixels that causes the wrong warp. It's just like it won't necessarily make that much of a difference in understanding it. I feel like marked enough time for donos in the run, so I had 2 specific points where I was like, all right, these would be good times for reading donations, and like they're both pretty long, but I actually came across a few others as I was going through, and it gave me basically more opportunities. So I felt like I had a pretty, like I had it mapped out well for donation reading. Because thankfully there are enough points where you just stand still or deal with Yoku blocks. HFPI is horizontal floating point inaccuracies, which as I understand it is not actually what it should be called according to Hector? Sammy? Someone. I call it Diet Kid because it makes the kid skinnier, because that's what the Eastern community calls it, and it's funny to me. Studio that owns the rights to my game donated $500 and it didn't get read either. That sucks. HTML. Never had enough time for donos. Yeah, it's really hard to balance, especially when there's so much you want to say. I just got lucky that there are some slower parts in my run. Fancy term for subpixels? Kind of. Floating point rounding error as far as I'm aware, so FPI is appropriate, I think. I know someone said, like, it's not actually technically a rounding error. I don't remember who it was, but there was someone who said HFPI is an incorrect term because it's not actually a rounding error or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's continue. So, pretty fun stuff. That's why you kind of have to like pay attention, because this run does go really, really quickly. So, we got a ship right there. That was a pretty good kill. Based on where you kill it, it will have different fire. You can get it immediately, which is great. We didn't quite get that, but now we're in the portal section. As mentioned, there is the portal donation incentive. You can't just
so
do
if
half
you have
of an align.
not donated to that and would like to see the boss done, that would be the way to do it. And we're just going to break physics really quickly, and quickly, just don't blink. Just 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Hold on. This is kind of precise. Hold on. There we go. All right, and now we're through there. Thank you, T.
Of course. Hey, quick update. We are at almost 21,000 on that secret GLaDOS fight incentive. Keep it up.
Okay. Cool. We made it like a minute before we stopped it again. So, the donation incentive, right? So it was supposed to have been essentially like met once I get to the portal area, like at the very latest, like right now. 25k was very steep. When I saw that, I was like, I can't imagine this getting met, but people were trying. So it was supposed to get met at this point in time. And right before the run, I believe it was Railcoon who said, hey, does it have to be met? like in the middle of the run, or is it something you could do at the end? I said, well, I do have backup saves for every single save in the game, so theoretically I could do it at the end. So it was like, let's go with that. Just don't mention the fact that you can do it at the end. Make it seem like if it's not met in the middle of the run but is met at the end, that we just put it on the end, and that's how it was supposed to be. And like, god damn, it worked. Hi Gizmo, thanks dude, I appreciate it. I'm glad you were there to watch. Yeah, it definitely felt overpriced for the amount of time added, because it would have been even less time added if it were met in the middle, because I wouldn't have had to do half of the waiting on this section. But thankfully I do have backup saves for everything. So when I was told, just treat it like it's something at the end of the run if it's not met in time, and we'll just keep going. So you can hear that I very, very casually just kept playing and didn't even acknowledge it. All right, well, this would actually be a good time to read some of those donations that have come through.
My pleasure. There are tons. We have $12.44 from Thunda, who says, let's make GLaDOS happen. Wolsk love. $10 from Nick, who says, I want to be the donator. $10 from a Lollipop, who says, I want to be the fan game and
Someone
had to
said,
donate.
when's the
Keep up the
cutoff?
great work.
Now.
$5 from Leah Mustang, who says, there is
Technically.
definitely cake at the end of this run. Let's get it done, fellow humans. And 2 anonymous donations, $25 that says, let's go GLaDOS fight, and $100 that says 2 + 2 is 10. In base 4, I'm fine.
God, I
All
miss
right,
that save a lot.
So now we're going to head on. Thank you for all those donations. Appreciate it. If you keep going, we can definitely reach that Gladys donation goal. But for now,
That's clean. Making it seem like it's not even supposed to have been met there. It was planned the whole time. It's scripted event. You're a scumlord just like the rest of them. I guess you are a Redditor. Everyone in the event's a scumlord. The only reason Peking Boo is not a scumlord is because he's not in the event yet, but he will be. He will be. We're gonna watch him be a scumlord. But man, that... I was told with enough time before the run that I figured, yeah, we can definitely do it that way. So
we are just going to go into Snake. It's just as you remember Snake being, I'm sure.
Piku's run is in
where he just runs through a path.
4 hours, 5
hitting
hours.
all the dots, and you want to not die to touching the spikes on top of the snake's head. So we got Snake Man's theme, one of the bangerest songs in the game. Which bangerist, I'm not even confident can be considered a word, but it is now.
I'm going to allow it.
Awesome, thank you. So we are on to the second boss. This is the second path. We did the right path, which I'm sure you could tell based on the way I wrong warped.
I'm glad other people were saying
We're gonna hang out
bangerist
with
in the
Bob.
chat.
But instead of just going with him, we're just going to jump straight into his mouth and shoot his you.
Da. Da. Hi. Hi, Winterbit. How was your stream? Thanks. Time zone are you in? Peking Boo and Wolsk? Well, he's in Australia. I am in MST. He is Western Australia time. I am Colorado time. Hi, Winterbit. Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? What's up, Mr. Alkindi? Winterbit Community. Ropon, what's up? Ginger. Raccoon. I hope you are all doing well. We are currently rewatching my GDQ run from about 13 hours ago and pausing it constantly to try to like figure this out. So I hope you're doing well. Lives in the UK but also America. Quantum teleporting, hell yeah. You don't need a proper sleep schedule when you just... Oh, did I say 13? Sorry, I meant 23. Or 26. 25? 25. I was trying to add 1 to, like, the number, but what I accidentally did was I added it to 12 instead of 24. So, yeah, 25 hours ago. Tetris 99, One Step from Eden, and TTYD. I gotta play TTYD someday. Someday. But thank you. Thank you for the raid. We're just chilling and talking as we do.
Uvula, because this is I want to be the fan game, and that's the way that fan games work. The wonderful thing about fan games and why it's so much fun to run these and play these is because there's like
missed it live.
You can basically
well, this is a great opportunity.
You want to. They're almost all entirely free, and they're just dedicated people who love the way the physics feel, the way everything looks. So there are tons of game references throughout. There's stuff with just precision if you want that. And sometimes you just want to go into a dinosaur's mouth, and that's a thing that you can just do. And I can't imagine there are a lot of games where you can do that while dodging oranges. This is one of the bosses that's actually kind of scary in the...
That explanation of fan games Pat said was like perfect. Mr. Patrick GH3. He was like, that is a good explanation for why we enjoy fan games. Is doing it on the right safer? Yeah. I found myself dying a lot more on the left, even though it would be faster. faster. So I kept dying in practice, and I was like, all right, I'll go back to the right side just for GDQ. Because right side, while it is slower, I'm way less likely to die because of where the bubbles spawn. Because they're actually, I didn't even mention this, but they're on like a global timer. So based on what time you kill the things and activate the bubble spawners, they'll be in the same spots, but activating slightly sooner or later. So it's possible to just, essentially you could be right here and have a bubble just spawn right above you first thing. Yeah, it's faster to be on the left because you move to the left. Physics look terrible because I'm used to the usual fan game physics. God damn, was I wrong? Yeah, they still hold up quite well.
Run, not necessarily because it's hard, but because
I mean, they're
the
definitely
only hard
different,
sections
but
at the very end.
Minus the water, they still feel pretty
Whether
good.
the oranges spawn on the left or right is random, and the more that spawn on the right while I'm on the right, the worse. All right, that's good. Normally I would do it on the left side, but just out of fear.
I don't...
Just out of fear, I've done it on the right side. I better see the chat applauding as well, along with this, when I watch the VOD later.
Chat was
All right,
doing
so
a good
now
job
we
with the
have,
applause.
Defeated Bub, so we're going to crawl out through his intestines, dodge a couple spikes here.
Yeah, I was heavily debating trying to beat it, but it just, I was like, I don't want to lose like 2 minutes to just saving 1 second. So I was not gonna risk it. Hi Monkey, thanks dude. I appreciate it.
And
but I was seriously
we have a
heavily
fun
considering
little thing
going
here
for it.
that
It just
does not
didn't make
affect
any
the
sense
run
to.
at all. But I can jump through that, and suddenly I have water physics in the air. And it's basically a task strat that you could save. I want to say it's like 0.3 seconds, somewhere along those lines, just by doing that and jumping early. So now we're headed into the left path. In case you don't know the game reference for this main hub, this is Wonder Boy 3, which there's a lot of Wonder Boy 3 stuff in this because Tidget is apparently a huge fan, which, gotta say, pretty fun game. And now we got
I can't
Heart of
imagine
Darkness.
they would have expected that a new Wonder Boy would have just come out recently when they started this game a decade ago.
Yeah, I actually had the pleasure of playing that on stream, and I had never played Wonder Boy before, so seeing the remaster was actually awesome because like they have a retro mode so you can kind of toggle back and forth. Super cool game. Not sponsored, but super cool game. We're going to hop through, just jump on past this flower, and jump into this cactus because it's actually a speed strat, which also helps for donations, so you're welcome, charity.
RNG minutes.
Love that I added
get
that
that too.
It was a good one.
So the next boss is like heavy RNG, which you'll see. And that's helping set it all up. So this specific strat that I'm doing here is like kind of really difficult, and I just like doing it because it looks cool, even though there's a high likelihood that I would
setting
die.
up RNG on the entirely
It's
pattern
just
boss.
cool to do, you know? This part's a pattern. I know where the coins are going to fall. So by just standing here at the end, I'll wait, jump underneath the treasure chest, and normally you would try to run to the right, but you die because we have fireballs raining from the ceiling. So instead we're just going to screen wrap and drop straight through these spikes. Kind of. I mean, they moved out of the way, but we'll just call it straight through. And now we're going to shoot Cacodemon in his weak spot, which everyone knows.
Hi,
His butt.
Kakadad.
So you're supposed to shoot Cacodemon in his butt, obviously. That's the only way to damage on this boss.
In that screen wrap part, you just go to the left. So rather than running all the way to the right, you can't make it, so you just run to the left and screen wrap around. That is intended.
And we're going to try for a really fast quick kill, which that damage on the first section was, simply put, kind of incredible. So I'd say the likelihood of not getting this quick kill is incredibly low. Second section was slightly lacking, but first was so good it doesn't even matter. We're gonna stand here for a second. Just chill out. Look, Mom, no hands.
Incredibly low. Yep.
And then we'll jump across.
Yep, cock.
In case it's not obvious, no, this is not actually random. This is entirely patterned. Oh no! I'm gonna wager one bullet off of the quick kill. I'm going to wager one single bullet.
Well, we'll see that bet come in a second. I'd like to take a quick second to remind you about that GLaDOS fight we could get during this run. We are at just over $3,000 left. I believe in you, chat.
We can do this. You want to see a teaser for the 100% run, then that's the best way to do it. No! Well, this...
So you can actually get the rest of the kill there. The problem was I hadn't missed the quick kill in any of my practice.
Teaser for,
and you can jump up during this. It's just pretty precise to get onto that block and stand underneath it so that you can jump up early and shoot it in the butt. So I was very late on going up.
Then that's the best way to do it.
And because of that, I didn't get that shot in, even though I technically would have had plenty of time to still jump up to this stair and then shoot. I still could have gotten multiple shots in if I needed it. So this ended up not only being not the fastest quick kill, but it wasn't even the slow quick kill. It wasn't even the slow one.
Well, this is the slowest I've done this in a while. It's all right. We're just going to pretend that this is supposed to be slow, and all of this is practice for, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a fast normal kill, exactly.
Make something up. Called it. Called it. There was one single bullet. Wouldn't have it any other way. Considering I didn't miss that once in practice.
God, the applause there was so good.
Boss clear is a boss clear. That is a win in my book.
You know, I'll take it. I'm not confident I would have applauded, but if people do it, then more power to them.
I'm also getting word in my earpiece that says I was behind on that incentive, and now that I have refreshed, we are looking at just about $1,250 left to get to that incentive. Thank you so much, everyone. That is massive.
Oh, we could definitely hit that. We still got like half the run.
Speaking of, we might even have half a run's worth of donations here. People are going...
It was a super undeserved clap. Hi, Boots. Thank you, dude. I hope you're doing well. He keeps selling the script. You gotta push for it. You gotta show them the best boss in the run. Half the run to reach the missed incentive. He said half the run. I was like, wait, I thought the fight was way earlier. Nah, it was supposed to be at the end. It was supposed to be at the end the whole time. So this was one of the parts that I had designated for reading donations. So, like, it's just a really long part where nothing happens and the music's good, so it works out nicely.
Whenever you want me to read those, you let me know.
Yep, right here.
Okay, I can do that. We have $100 from Piccolo113 who says, "This is a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success."
I was tempted to sing.
$50 from Ryan who
I know all
says,
the words.
"These I Want to Be the Guy games are always crazy impressive. Excited for this run. Let's get those donations in to see the GLaDOS fight." And a donation with no comment from Zanino for $555.55. I think he bought the entire chat to get to the $5 train on that one.
Yeah, Matt donated
Thank you so
2K.
much.
Their name was just Matt.
Keep it going.
Okay, my pleasure. $25 from Peking Boo who says, "Hi, Wolsk, buddy. Good luck with your run. I know you're going to do great. You're really smart, funny, and handsome." Anyway, that's all I have to say. Oh, just kidding. I'll donate another $25 if Wolsk sings "You Are My Prime Sub."
Oh, boy.
So,
he did warn me, and I guess...
So this, like, honestly, it came in at the perfect time. Like, it couldn't have been a better time for him to give this donation, because this whole section is just like another really long auto scroller, and like, boy, I messed it up a lot. Like, I went the wrong way one of the times, and then another time I just like fell down. But the great part is people were probably not even focusing on the fact that I was playing badly, because the only important part was that I was fucking singing the Prime song. I did in fact try going through a solid wall. I was like panicking when I got Piku's donation.
I guess I have to. This is the great opportunity to do it because I'm just going to be running right for a while. I better see a whole bunch of people Prime subbing after this one because it's important. I wrote this myself in the shower one day. You are my Prime sub, my lovely Prime sub. You give me sub points, but do not pay. If you have Twitch Prime, you get one monthly. Please give me your Prime sub today. And just like replace Twitch Prime with Prime Gaming and me with GDQ.
Got all the people subbing with Prime. It's so
that
good.
Stuff was changed, so we'll just pretend it's right.
Beautiful, sir. Thank you. You know what? In fact,
I think that was the right decision.
you deserve that.
I think getting the audience applause was the right decision for this run.
Oh no, I mean it's in the chat. I'm just telling you what they're saying.
So if you could see right there, there's a dialogue box that was sticky keys. There's an old joke in the Fangame community because the button you use to jump with by default is shift. So new players will often see the shift key pressed a lot and the sticky keys dialog box pop up. So you always have to disable it if you're new to Fangames. So that's what we got to experience. And you may see that box appear later in the game. So this is the Reaper from Kid Icarus. During that blue section, the one that's on the bottom layer-wise is the one that you want to shoot, except in a specific circumstance. And
so like I was going to go for the double kill. This is like the one thing that I'm actually no, there's two things that I'm upset about in my run. One is this, the other is that I forgot to plug the renaming the Twitch category that I had written down to do, and I just forgot about it.
But like layer wise is the one that you want to shoot, except in a specific circumstance.
Like I thought it was going to take one more round, because I was going to take a death on the next one,
and
but it ended. If it had gone up, I would have gotten it.
So we're going to move on, and we are now listening to some cave story music. As I understand it, there are a bunch of cave story fans, so this may be a nice time to jam out. One unfortunate thing about
did like
old
what I did
fan games
instead. Just did fireworks.
The music often restarts when you die or hit R, so you're going to have to deal with the fact that you just won't be able to hear the entirety of a song. And there's one specific screen.
Thought I was going to sell the death more. I considered it, but
hope I don't have to keep resetting on because it is frustrating to listen to. I'll say that much. All right,
You know,
so
that's the beauty of a good indie tune, right? It hits you with something catchy right off the bat. So if we have to listen to the first couple bars over and over.
well, if it says indie tune and then it's fucking Mario.
That's not common in fan games. If you saw as I was going up that, whoa, that's new. Well, cool, I can show it again. So, going up this wall, if you hold against the wall, you'll actually accelerate vertically faster than you normally would, and it goes for going up and going down. So, by holding against that wall in a specific timing, you can actually get all the way up, which you normally wouldn't be able to do. And you may have noticed I try to hug against random walls while going through things. That was interesting. So I will actually point out when I do that again, it'll be pretty obvious. You'll just see the speed increase as I go down. So now we're in Mario. This is the part that I want to go quickly because resetting this is frustrating to listen to. All right, awesome, good. Didn't want to make people deal with that one. So now into Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, had to get this has never happened before.
We're going to hang out for a second, go onto this platform, stand right here, and we'll just go straight through everything. Jump on through. And we'll try for a fast strat that is really hard to get, so we'll see. Oh, barely missed it. That's
If I had
upsetting.
jumped like a frame further to the right, I
thought
think
I
it would
had
have
it
been
for
fine.
sure.
I think I just
can
needed
hold
to
on,
jump
we have
for
a
a frame
second.
further.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We have a $2,000 donation from Matt who says, let's see that GLaDOS fight. That puts us at less than $800 left to get there.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that.
I thought at
So
first Matt
now
would be 44, but
You
I was
may
like,
have
no, if
noticed there
44
were some,
donated, it would have been way
mushrooms earlier.
stupider
If
of
I
a
touch Any of
message.
these blocks on the top or the bottom, mushrooms will spawn out, and they
I
have a
hope Matt was
quite fun
satisfied.
death. We're going to avoid touching them altogether, so we don't have to deal with the mushrooms. But man, there are some solid deaths in this. If at some point in the future, like a 100% run gets in, I could have an incentive just to show off all the great different deaths there are. So I would like to see everyone in the chat, please spam the bat emoji, because rather than being a normal save point, this is the bat's save point, where rather than killing you, all these bats will just try to bump you upwards. Also more cave story music.
There's the bats.
So we try to kill them as many as, whoa, this is a problem.
Yeah,
We try to
dude,
kill
gotta
as
get the
many as we can
100%
as we go
salad every
through, so that
time.
they can't keep bumping us up. And we are going to force our way over. That's pretty good. Oh, well. I mean, I can't die at this point, but this is, yep. All right, that was good for time. So, we are now into the final tower. We're going to do this really weird and hard strat just to donate a bit more to charity. And you can see I just zoom downwards as I hold against that wall. So this is the final tower, has references to all the other stuff in the game. You can see there's Portal, there's Pokemon, more Wonder Boy, more Pokemon, some weird mushroom creature from some game no one's heard of. And we would normally keep going up this tower, but thanks to the power of cheating, we're just going to not do that, and instead opt to fall down here. Whoop. And this is the item room, so every single one of these podiums would be occupied by a different secret item. You can see that's the cake. So
Mushroom
that's
creature
for
made me
GLaDOS.
laugh.
And we are now onto the final boss, which, as mentioned in the interview, is the coolest fight in the game. This is the most interesting one, but actually we're just gonna walk out because we don't actually have to fight it. So that was the final boss of the game. And now we're into the chase, where we are running out of the castle as blocks just fall. And we're going to go back
Chase,
through.
we are at just over $500 left on that fight.
I also
want
hope
to see
Spike
you
enjoyed
chase
that.
that one to the finish line, chat.
Oh, this one's gonna be really close. You're gonna have to get those last ones in. This chase is only about a minute long.
Yeah, so I didn't see like a lot of people on social media angry about it, but you know when I brought up 4chan earlier about how there were people commenting about the run there, being upset about things, this was like the funniest part to me. Is someone on 4chan being like mad that I skipped the final boss, because they're like, if you're saying it's the best boss in the game and it's like the coolest part, why not, have an incentive to fight or skip it then? Because like you're just skipping the best part, as if that isn't the entire fucking joke. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like so bad. Oh yeah, I would never check 4chan either. It was other people sending it to me to show me what people were saying. And like, man, whew, there's
So,
an immense amount of stupidity.
Start spamming those donations. So we hold against that wall. We're gonna take that save for safety.
No, the skip is not the intended strat.
And as we run over to the left, we're being chased by fire. And we're just going to hop on up, going through all the stuff we did before, except
suddenly
without the
everyone's, like,
enemies,
donating
and
a
just
ton
slightly
right
changed
here.
so we can actually jump through it all. And the next screen is going to be where it all ends. So I'm gonna take a death partially because of timing. And time, there you go. So it helps to time it with the music. So it looks like we got 47 deaths that run, and this is the perfect opportunity for shout outs while you guys can get those donations in while we wait for the credits to just play. So let me just get those out and you can keep donating to the cause. So Orion was heavily responsible for finding that wrong warp that I did. I slightly adapted it to be more consistent.
Yeah, the timer's
for me,
really cool.
But he was
I love the timer.
mostly the person who found something consistent. Wanted to give a thank you to GDQ staff and Spike for the interview and for giving us a chance to showcase more Fangames, which were all.
When is it? 25 hours ago.
When's the next one?
Not. I'm watching it right now, rewatching it.
Wow. How self-centered can you be?
Right? I know. Hi, Schultzer.
Always just so much fun to show off and so much fun to play. And the more people
It was
who play-
great, honestly.
Nice.
Like really happy with how it went. Everyone's laughing that that you missed it.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I did say yesterday after dinner I was going to go do my run. So,
I didn't hear that.
Ah.
I thought it was like Sunday.
nah, it was a good time though. Tons of new people and overall just real fun time. I can link it to you.
Cool. Well.
Thanks, bud. Hi, Oxiver. Moving over a save file, or is there no limit on the number of save files in the game? Yeah, I was moving a save file, so...
Damn, 43 months.
Damn.
That's like 4 and 3 together.
Let's see, where do I have them saved? Is it under saved games, fan game speedruns? I want to be the fan game. Right, so I have all saves, and it's organized like this, right? So, like, left path, and then they're in numerical order, all of them for hard mode, with indications for important points, so I can go to any point in the game. I went through and just did this at some point for fun. So when you open it up, it's got the screenshot in the save file. So all I really had to do was just go to right path and then find GLaDOS, but go to the Mega Man blocks. And then right there, I can just move that save file in and it's set. So that's why when they said, like, can it be at the end of the run? I was like, well, yeah. Like, it can. Because I did this at some point. Zarik, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the Cat Bag 4 month for 43. I appreciate it very much. Enjoy your emotes. Everyone, thank you for the cat bags. Thank you, thank you. No, that's the entrance to, well, what do you mean by entrance? Because, like, I have one right after the Mega Man blocks, if that's what you're asking, like, inside of it. The screen that shows the cake. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Them, the better it is for our community. The entire I Wanna community, so everyone who plays these games and makes these games from all over the world and have been doing it for...
Yeah, it raised a ton of money.
Like 12, 13 years.
And man, I really just wanted to see so many people upset about...
Much appreciated.
Like, they're probably expecting something really impressive for the GLaDOS fight.
The website I mentioned earlier, that's where you would download everything. Delicious-fruit.com, same thing. All my friends who will be running things at the marathon, Peking Boo, Heinke, Froob, Teddy Roz, and my family, and
people are commenting about how it sounded like I said it, my family's running.
Joe 2, TF2, Jump Community, GTFO, and final thing, we have a yearly marathon that we do.
And I didn't even know at this point that we met it.
Other types of games like this, maybe you're into mods of games or Mario 64 fan games, then we have a marathon.
I had to make sure not to say ROM hacks because I know that you can't say like ROM hacks on GDQ because like you're not supposed to talk about them. So I like still wanted to mention them, but I was like, how can I do this? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can't say ROM hacks. Is there a ROM hack tonight? I don't know. Maybe you can. I just know, like, for one of the GDQ, like, hotfix events that someone made, you're not allowed to, like, call the game... yeah, you have to call it, like, a mod rather than a ROM hack. So, I figured that applied to the whole channel and not just the hotfix, and that they were just following GDQ rules. So I wanted to make certain that I was not, like, breaking the rules at the end of my run. So just had to be sure. Hi 96. Hi Saggy. And Kizelf, what's up? Need to have a copy of the original game on the site for GDQ. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure as long as you call them mods, it's technically fine, but I couldn't think of the word, so I just said fan games.
For that yearly, so you can certainly check it out.
Well, my friend, I have some good news for you. I have some good news for chat, but they're already celebrating. They know we got there. We got the GLaDOS fight. In fact, we went a good ways over with the help of some amazing folks in the chat. Thank you so much to everyone.
Really?
Thank you to the likes of JD the Bud, who donated $250. GLaDOS, go! Sophie, $15. Get me some of that GLaDOS. Kinada Knight, $124. Hello, Catbag. It is I, your longtime #1 fan. I'm proud of you for this impressive pending one-stream completion. Good luck, and let's hope for quality science.
I think it was... Yeah, I was about to say, I think it was Nal that asked Kanata. He said 124 was because it was the rest of his bank account. Or the rest of the money in his account. Robbed so many people. Thanks, Kizelf, I appreciate it. How long was the incentive in total? Well, technically longer adding it onto the end, since I started like at the beginning of the Yoku blocks instead of after the Yoku blocks or like in the middle. So the incentive was only like 2 minutes. Where, I mean, what I put down was 2 minutes, so it ended up being right anyway because I first tried it and it was fast.
Apples, not cherries.
Racing.
Well, thank you everyone for beating this. I'm glad I get to show off a little bit of the 100% run that, like I mentioned, you normally wouldn't be able to get to see. But maybe at some point in the future I'll get my chance to showcase it. That's my sellout thumbs up.
$208 per second.
Just wait for this intro again. Because you didn't get to see it the first time, so we'll just pretend that it was there the first time. And I've already moved my save in, so we're going to hit continue game, and wow, we're here. Except we're on hard mode, but that doesn't necessarily matter. And since we're doing this again, if you want to, you can even get some more donations.
I made the estimate say cake.
Gladly. It was
Legendary.
Such an avalanche of donations. We've got plenty. $20 from Al Bob, who says the Prime sub song is gonna go platinum. $50 from Echo Desh, who says let's go. I always love a good I Want to Be the Guy game. $20 from Grizzly.
All right, I want to like quickly like call attention to this because I was focusing so much on listening to the donations in this point that I almost did the path wrong and died. Just like watch for this area right here.
Guy Gaming, who says the talent, the poise, the confident Top Gun hat, the patented fan game fingers. Much love to you to Wolsk and the entire Boshi-like community. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. No
Fucking
jokes.
Grizz.
And $500.
So right
from
there, I like almost forgot.
GLaDOS again. I feel like GLaDOS might be botting and putting up more accounts, but you know, with donations like these, we won't complain. GLaDOS says, for GLaDOS, for science.
All right, so we have successfully done that. Normally you do want to go to the orange portal like I showed in the run, but we went to the blue portal this time.
I'm upset it
you're
got
going
red,
to
but I'm
see
also
one
happy
of
it
the
got
highest
red.
quality cutscenes in any game ever made, with ray-traced graphics and 3D models and a very, very gripping dialogue.
You found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart.
All the people coming about ray tracing.
Maybe you could settle for that. And just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
Deploying surprise in 5, 4.
And then we're into the fight. So it starts with a funny trap where it targets you, but it makes it so if
Your
you leave the
words.
targeted area, it'll actually kill you because of the black border that comes in. Once again, this is another just mash boss, but this is one of the hardest bosses in the entire game, actually. And we're going to hope that I get good platform RNG and fly through this.
Yeah, it wasn't just like a
We're
first
gonna
try. It was
switch
like
sides
fast
because those
with
lasers
good
will
RNG.
kill. Mash it down. There you go. We got the cake. And just like that. That is the GLaDOS incentive. If I went
Doesn't
to the
even
other
look like
portal, I would
GLaDOS.
just
It
die.
kinda does.
So you have to make sure to take it. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done
You
it without
deserve
the
that
audience.
and then some.
Clear.
I appreciate it. I didn't expect that to go that well, honestly.
Awful games block lives on. Damn.
All right. Well, as shown earlier, it's 47 deaths. If you are joining in on the donating per death, I will be donating $47 after the run. So if anyone else wants to do that, then that was your opportunity. So
25-second fight. Yeah, it was a fast one.
I don't know if there's anything else to say. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the GDQ staff again. Love you all very much. And good luck to the next runners and all my friends. And just thanks for joining.
Get that last
And,
second thumbs
Good luck
up in
to
there.
the next runners and all my friends. And just thanks for joining.
That's so good. Man. Shall I calculate just the boss fight? I would love to know. When did the bottom file get a Gura hood? I thought it looked kind of empty just being the sad cat on like a black void. So I decided to swap it for the Gura one at some point. $1,000 a second. But boy, was it worth it. See, and the best part was the amount that got donated for it actually went over what it was supposed to be. It was like 26,750 or something. Thanks, Theo. The chat was like, I'm surprised they actually liked the GLaDOS fight so much. They
Thank
found
you
it
so
funny.
much, Wolsk. That
looked
run
like-
had everything. Probably quite literally. That was as many different properties as I could name in 30-something minutes. You know, thank you so much to everyone who made that last push happen, especially folks like Dr. Bob Tastic, who donated $500 to get us there, saying, "This shall be a triumph." And, oh, I think it was. Thank you also to Ryan, who sends $50 and says, "These I Want to Be the Guy games are always crazy impressive. Excited for this run, and let's get those donations in to see the GLaDOS fight," which I'm glad to say we certainly did. Time now for a short break, and we'll be back with more AGDQ 2021 online in just a moment.
Dude, T-Tree was such a trooper. He honestly, he like helped the run so much. Like he helped to make me less stressed running the thing. He made it just less serious, more fun. Yeah, he was the run. I was just there. Honestly, I was not necessary for that run to go well. Could have just had T play the applause every so often. Yeah, his voice was real deep. Like I was not expecting. Like I hadn't. Sorry, hold on. I had heard him in your run, but I hadn't heard him in any run before that. So like, it was brand new to me. I didn't know what his commentary was like. I didn't know really his voice. I didn't know if he'd do a good job, but I was like, all right, can you do this thing? And the fact that he said, sure, was a sign enough. Hi, Tap.